So, all the videos that I've been posting the past couple days, um, they're all MGTOW related in that, I'm not really focusing on relationships and things like that. I'm focusing on guys, young men, and up to my age, I guess, that's interested in, bettering themselves without the introduction of a woman into the mix. So, um, as you all view my videos, some of the ones that may be interested in you and the others that may not really be interested, you may not be interested in, keep in mind that my approach, even though I'm not mentioning women the or men going, their own way, I'm still it's still within that framework of us going our own way in developing ourselves for ourselves and not to really impress anybody in particular, just to really be comfortable with who we are. Um, but in the advent of doing things to for ourselves and to be comfortable in who we are, I'm also promoting like health issues that may be physical or some of the other health such as emotional, spiritual, environmental, sexual, you know, those type of healths. Of course, there's mental health as well. Emotional health is a very difficult topic for me, even though I have a master's degree that talks about psychology, that deals with psychology. I It is one of my weaknesses in the seven healths to address, but so I may gloss over things like that um, when I do videos. But keep in mind everything that I'm doing and I'm showing, even buying some of the showing like the cheap watches or some of the clothes that I will eventually show once I have everything organized, and even playing the stock market, which is not necessarily to be used as an aid to attract women. It's basically to find self-fulfillment, and there will always be women around. Women might come into your life or out of your life. I just know we do. At least I don't take any shit anymore, um, and I haven't for years. But even before I understood anything about the MGTOW movement, so and it's something that I've taught my kids and the kids in my care, including the girls, because I have four girls in my care. Then three of them are like adults now. They just turned 18, and one is 17 now. But I have been teaching them about various things, and so every video I do going forward, and the ones I've done in the past, some I've done in the past, is about men fulfilling all their goals and dreams. And if that includes finding a good woman, that's great. But I want you guys to understand that what I'm talking about really is about finding self fulfillment, self appreciation. And if a woman does come into your life, it's a benefit or it's something extra, but not necessarily that's dependent on you won't be really dependent on that. It's just a bonus. And it's the same thing I teach my girls about men. Become self-sufficient, be confident in who you are, be be happy with who you are, with the things that you work for, even if it's something cheap or something expensive. If it's something you like, you could afford it, and you don't have to use delayed gratification in order to buy it, like I'm doing with the Dodge Viper. I am using delayed gratification because even though I could go out and buy the car right now, it's impractical for me to do so, and I will actually lose money in that process. So, you know, delayed gratification on things like that. The clothing that I'm wearing, most of it is cheap, and once I get everything organized, I will show you all how I was able to get a large wardrobe for about $600, and how they look and stuff like that. but it'll also allow me to buy things like the Samsung Galaxy Watch, which was like 379 on sale. It was two something on sale. I forgot, 279 when it was on sale. And I got the little Disney Invicta watch that was like 190. But I also picked up two dirt cheap watches for like $20 fixed with the batteries. Um, and the spectrum of spending that applies, you have to be practical about, like the dress shoes, for instance, from Allen Edmonds. Those were practical. I needed a good quality pair of dress shoes for the environment that I'll be going into more frequently than I did in the past, where my hush puppies worked fine. And then I'll be doing a lot more walking around in dress shoes. So the hush puppies did hurt my feet when I did extended walking, but this Edmund Allen's may not. I haven't really tested it like that yet. I have worn it once, and it seemed fine. But when I continue going forward on these videos, and even when I do some of the things like more stuff like for the younger people, like teenagers, and like when I'll be doing a couple of videos on K-pop, and I will probably be giving away a K-pop package to the younger audience to get them in so they can start listening and probably learning from some of the things, the mistakes I've made, or learning from some of the successes that I've been able to achieve, including the older guys. It's something that is really dear to me, and MGTOW is at the center of it, even though I don't mention it. It's all about self gratification, appreciation, self growth. So you guys have a nice night.